Which pets are the most affectionate?
Which pets are the most affectionate? I don't know. That's a hard question to answer. I don't know. Dogs and cats, it seems like to me. They're like always with people. They're constant companions. They're always there. Man's best friend, the dog. What are their, I mean, people like, does my bearded dragon show affection by wanting to be near me? I guess so. What is considered affection?
I suppose the person who is Googling this might want like a dog answer, like a Labrador that will come and just lick your face off.
Oh, like which breeds?
Kind of yeah.
I guess so. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. That's probably more of what the question is asking, which kind of breeds and stuff like that. Well, in my opinion, this is my opinion. Females, dog or cat, are a little bit more affectionate. Like if you have a female dog or a female cat, they're gonna be a little more needy attention wise, and the males will be a little more independent in general. Not always, but I think sometimes. And then I think with a lot of the dogs that are more needy are the working breeds. The dogs that are going to want your attention a lot are dogs that are used to having a job and they're bred to do something. So they're just like waiting to be told what to do, waiting to be told what to do, waiting to be told what to do. So they're going to be there a lot. And then they're also, those are like the terrier breeds and the working breeds. They're very smart. They're super smart. So they're going to want your attention and they're going to learn how to get it. They're going to learn how to get your attention in one way or another. And then they're going to repeat that behavior over and over and over again until you can train them out of it. So that's like a good thing and a bad thing. They're going to learn bad habits just as quickly as they learn good habits. So you got to be really good with those kind of dogs.
What about mutts versus pure breeds? So do you notice any difference affection behavior wise?
No, not really. No, but I do think that pets that come from like a shelter situation or some traumatic background are a little more needy. A little more like glued to their owners or their adopters. They're a little more like hide under the legs and submissive and just not trusting of new people. Yeah. So the affectionate ones, I think they're going to be more affectionate to you if you don't socialize them with other people too. They're going to be like under your legs. They're going to be wanting to be in your lap. Right. If you have a dog that's in your lap all the time and you don't ever put this pet down, dog or cat, any breed, they're going to have a hard time when other people try to come around you. I think that's the other part.
Which pets are the most affectionate to whom? You know, I think there are additions to this question for clarification. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you have your like happy-go-lucky golden retriever that's just affectionate to everybody, that just wants to be everybody's buddy, everybody's best friends, running around sniffing everybody with no prejudice, nothing, no filters. They're just everybody's friend. So I think that's like a younger animal thing. And then animal that just hasn't had any negative interactions with humans, that's only had positive interactions with people. They're going to want to meet everybody. And then those breeds too, those golden retrievers, those golden labs, those, what am I thinking? Like,
chocolate labs too. I mean,
any of those just most popular breeds in the world.
Wagging so hard. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just so used to people, and then that's just inbred into them to just be affectionate, and that they're usually normally the dogs that people aren't afraid of. And I think that energy is a big part of making dogs friendly. Like how to approach a dog, well, have good energy, have a good confidence. And that goes a long way too. So when someone sees a golden retriever, when someone sees a yellow lab, they're less afraid than if they see a pit bull.
And shout outs to beagles too. I mean, I've had a lot of really good interactions with beagles. They can show really good affection, you know?
Yeah. Beagles are affectionate. My dog is affectionate. She's a Dachshund mix, Dachshund terrier mix. And those are Dachshunds, is a terrier breed, working dog breed. Yeah. So super affectionate. My cat is super affectionate. Every dog I've ever had is affectionate. And they're all affectionate. They're all different breeds. I think they're all terriers though, and somehow that's just happened. The dogs are from the shelter, cat. I don't know. It's pretty random. What do you think?
I think that one of my biggest shout outs for affectionate but original is the Greyhound, who I have a lot of experience with. So our Greyhound growing up, very affectionate. Again, my brother's current dog, pretty traumatized. She's affectionate if you're in her circle of trust, you know? And then our neighbors here in Brussels have a Greyhound. He is maybe the most affectionate dog I've ever met in my life. He is ridiculously affectionate, you know, like he wants to almost be a lap dog. He wants to jump up on you and stuff like that. He's so affectionate.
And I've seen that too. It's like really hard. It's really hard to say because some dogs want to be in your lap the whole time and And if you just tell them no, they're okay. You know?
And what I'm trying to say is you can't even answer the question with a breed or a gender. Like there's no consistency.
Pretty random.
But greyhounds do a really interesting thing when they're affectionate. They don't lick. They just put a cold nose on you. Do you know any other dog breeds who do that?
That don't lick?
That don't lick. Is it like the Greyhound, Whippet, Italian Greyhounds? Are they consistent with that? I don't know much.
I didn't even know that they don't lick. Is that a thing?
Lick.
Greyhounds don't lick?
They even hesitate to eat food out of your hand. Now, if they want it, they'll go get the food. But often they take their long snout, and because they've got like an anteater tongue. That thing is long, right? Oh, yeah. And they just don't bust it out a ton. Now, will a Greyhound lick you eventually? Yeah, eventually. But you got to really know them, and they don't do it. You know, the whole time we had our Greyhound growing up, he didn't lick me. We'd have to get peanut butter and put it on a spoon for him to lick it, you know?
That's interesting. I've never had a Greyhound, so it's hard to say. And the experience I've had with Greyhounds was a while ago. And I just met your friend's Greyhound when I was there. Yeah. And I can't remember any licks, but there's just some dogs that don't lick a lot. And then there's some dogs that lick a lot. Like my dog licks constantly. Like that's her go-to move. She wants to lick everybody and lick, and she will keep licking you if you let her. So that's the other thing. I don't know. I think it's just depends on their breed, their environment, whatever. If say you have a pet that you allow to be in your lap all the time and allow to sleep in your bed and allow to be with you a lot, and then that same pet goes somewhere else where somebody doesn't have that same need for the pet to be with them at all times and has different rules for where the pet can be, I bet that they'll adjust their behavior and need less attention and be less affectionate. I bet a lot of it is learned.
You were mentioning earlier about rats. Like rats are pretty affectionate and pretty, cuddly and things of that nature. Yeah.
I don't know. I've never had one, but not that I've not heard that they're a super affectionate. I just heard that they're very smart and clean, which makes them a low maintenance pet, an easy low maintenance pet. Yeah. Not necessarily super cuddly, but smart and clean. And surely when I think of something being smart, that it learns that you are its caretaker and that they learn that you are the source of its happiness. Yeah. So you have some kind of bond and relationship.
But I'd say cats are hit or miss when it comes to affection. But once they figure out, hey, this place is safe, then it's like, it's their choice, but they choose to be affectionate very often. Now, what about like horses and cows and pigs? And there's a lot there there's a gap in my knowledge there. How affectionate do these get?
I've seen them all be affectionate. I've seen horses go up to people and nuzzle them. Of course, we've all seen horses nuzzle people. The horse nuzzle,
that's classic. Yeah.
And the same thing with cows. Like my wife and her family will do a lot of work with cows. So I've been recently around where the cows know the certain people, know my wife, and will come up to them and lick them, and a lot of licking with these cows too that you wouldn't have predicted. Their big sloppy tongues and just their nuzzling too, and their big soft noses. Yeah. So I mean, I've seen that too. These animals they learn to associate you with whatever pleasure, positive reinforcement you're providing them, stimulus, food, affection. And as long as you're nice to them, they like you.
Well, hopefully, these videos are doing so well. I'm hoping we can get some people like making some comments and things like that. Hey, I've got this pet and they're actually really affectionate. And you guys didn't mention that. Like, I don't know, maybe someone has a snake and they're affectionate or something.
An affectionate owl. I want to know.
Right? Birds. I didn't even think about birds. Like
my dad has a bird and I don't know if he's affectionate. He definitely wants attention. He definitely likes attention. Is that the same thing as being affectionate?
I don't know. It's like it's engagement, but it's
but I have seen people, that their bird is with them and they're cuddling with their parakeet. And I'm guessing it's like just how is your bond with this animal? You can cuddle if your bond is close
Sunday.
enough.
I was on a jog. Kate was on a bike ride and we were on Sunday at the park and someone had their bird with them. Like some kind of, just on their shoulder. They're just waiting in line, getting a beer, and it was just a bird on their shoulder. Yeah,
that's insane. See,
that seems like affection. I don't know.
Mike Tyson loves his tigers.
I mean, right? It's all different. I mean, fish like Ricardo. We got to get Ricardo on here and talk about beta fish.
Oh yeah, that's true, man.
He has a wealth of knowledge. Much knowledge, and I mean, there's got to be something there. Very interesting. Very interesting. Talking about animal behavior. Very